What's up, my loves? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya, and this is your very first time here. So today, y'all, we are going to be having a girl chat. Get ready with me, and we're going to be talking about leveling up. I feel like this has kind of been a trend, leveling up, or becoming that girl, or whatever may you, child. I just wanted to throw in my little 2 cents about the topic and just talk about leveling up and what that means to me. Today's makeup is more of a chill type of everyday vibe, but we do have a bold lip popping through today. Thank you to Revlon for sponsoring today's video, and I am going to be showing you guys the new Color Stay Matte Light Crayon. I'm going to do a little swatching and play in some lip colors today. Before we hop into the video, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, y'all, let's hop into this video. So before we actually get into the face, we did do the face on camera, and that's when we're gonna have our conversation. But I do want to get into some statement lip colors with y'all first. Thank you so much to Revlon for sponsoring today's video, and I'm going to be showing you guys the brand new Revlon Color Stay Matte Light Crayon. This is a matte formula, y'all, and it's a super saturated color. Like the color, it just gives, baby. Okay, it just gives. It's super comfortable, and it's a non-drying matte formula too, which we always love. It also does come with a built-in sharpener at the bottom. This crayon does have 12 different shades, so I am going to go ahead and swatch them with you guys on my arm, and then we're also going to try on a few shades as well. The color just glides on very beautifully, and as you can see, the color is super bright and saturated, and we all love a good lip color that will be very bold. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a few colors on the lips so we can decide on a shade. This one is a nice purple shade, and I know you guys can see how easily it just glides on, and it's actually a very light formula. Not too heavy and definitely not drying, but still gives that matte look about it, and that's what I love about it. And it's easy just to line and then fill in. And that is for fall, that is a shade. Okay. I love that. That is so pretty. I also love that I could do like my famous ombre with this. Y'all know I love a good ombre lip. So I'm gonna take this deeper purple shade to line them. In the middle, I'm gonna go in with the mauve color. And then we have the perfect like purple and pink ombre, y'all. You know I'm here for this. I love a good ombre lip. At the end of the video, we are going to choose a lip color, but I just want to let you guys know that I do have a link in the description box for you guys to check out the new Revlon Color Stay Matte Light Crayon and get your hands on these beautiful shades for this season. So let's go ahead and hop into this girl chat. All right, y'all, so we just got done doing the lips, as you just saw. Since this is going to be focused more on the lips, I want everything to be just kind of more natural and chill. So we are pretty much going to be doing like my everyday type of makeup just while we just talk about this topic. We're gonna start with this NARS Soft Matte Primer, and throughout the video I'm probably just gonna show you guys the products and just use them, since it's not so much focus on the products for the face today. So I wanted to talk about leveling up with you guys, because I feel like with the world of social media and so many women, which I love, black women especially, making these videos about leveling up, or you see black women in luxury, you know, that whole type of kind of trend that's going on, which should not be a trend, but right now it kind of low-key is like a trend. I just want to put my 2 cents on it, because I feel like everything that I watch about this, or I see it, a lot of it is geared towards being a certain type of way, and I feel like a lot of women or younger women are feeling like you have to do a certain thing. You have to be an entrepreneur. You have to make a certain amount of money to look a certain way. You have to, you know, I feel like it's just very narrow in some ways. And I just kind of wanted to combat that a little bit. I am going to be doing my soft matte from NARS, and I said a few weeks ago that I feel like Macao is not really my shade anymore. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Marquise. But yeah, I feel like everyone has different definitions of what it actually means to level up. And I feel like everyone has to define that for themselves. I don't think that we should look to social media. I don't think that we should look to even our favorite influencers. Yes, our favorite influencers sometimes live a lifestyle that we would love to live. I have people, even though I am an influencer, I for sure have people that I watch that I look up to their lifestyle, or there are things that they do that I really like that I try to incorporate into my life sometimes. But even though we do that, I feel like it's also still really important to make sure that we define what leveling up or becoming that girl looks like for us in particular. And everyone might not want to do that. Everyone might not want to do it, and everyone might not be at that point in their lives where they are looking to quote unquote level up. Of course, this is a positive thing that we want to do, but I feel like it is extremely relative to the person. Like in general, I feel like the idea is to level up. You have become more financially stable. You can afford certain things. And this is not my definition. This is what I have seen on social media. You dress a certain way. You hold yourself a certain way. You know your worth. You are very serious about your time and you're intentional about how you spend your time. All of these things I feel like go towards leveling up, which by no means is terrible at all. But I just want to throw my 2 cents on what that means and where I am in that journey as well. This is definitely a good color for me, y'all. I would say that I'm definitely still on a leveling up journey myself. I don't feel like I am completely the person or the woman that I see myself being or becoming. And that's something that I'm continuing to work on a regular basis, on a daily basis. This is not a, let me tell you guys my leveling up journey. This is where I am on the journey as I try to level myself up as well. And before we have this conversation, I feel like it's very important to say that it is not about money. This is not about money, how much money you make. I feel like it's all about just envisioning the type of woman that you want to be and making daily efforts to become that woman. We're never gonna be perfectly there. Eventually, from habit, things will start to feel more natural. You know, your routine starts to feel more natural. These things that you're doing to make yourself this woman will feel more natural, but it's still gonna be a work in progress if you ask me. And the shade is Amon that I'm using in the Soft Matte collection. Now, me in particular in my life, I for sure, have leveled up in many ways, I believe. You know what? I think I'm gonna contour first. Yeah, I for sure have leveled up my life in a lot of different ways. I'll go ahead and pop up some photos of me back, way back when. When I was, you know, younger, I was in college. Definitely a completely different person now than I was in college. And I say that in a positive way. Back then, I did not know my worth. I made a lot of decisions that I would not make today. And that's not even just college. I would say even as late as 28. I feel like I wasn't, it's not just about physical appearance. I would say my mindset and what I felt like I was worth, or who I gave my time to, how I thought about things. It was just not on that higher level that I feel like it is now, where, like I said, I'm still growing, but things were different. So I definitely have made a lot of progress towards becoming that woman that I see myself being and that I want to be. And I feel like my journey with Christ also has a whole lot to do with that as well. But then I definitely felt like I saw myself becoming a type of woman, and I wasn't really working towards it then, but in the past couple years, I have been working towards becoming that person. So I feel like there are different areas or different like divisions of this. Like first, I feel like it's your physical leveling up, you know? And like I said, I feel like that doesn't necessarily have to do with money. It's more just about what do you feel like you want to look like, where you would be your best self. We hear a lot of talk these days about having a personal brand or having an aesthetic like about yourself. And I feel like that's where this comes in. Thinking about yourself and what you want your aesthetic to be as a woman. A lot of people are completely different. I feel like the internet and influencers kind of make you feel like you have to be this certain way or like these certain things. And that's not true. You don't have to do that to be leveled up. Like I mentioned probably this summer when I told you I was looking for home decor in a vlog, and I was like, y'all know this pompous thing that everybody has like in their backgrounds, and it's an influencer thing to like decorate with pompous? I don't like that. I don't think it's cute. That's just me personally, you know? And not to say that the girls that do it isn't cute for them, or, you know, it's their aesthetic. For me, I don't like that. It's not part of my aesthetic, but I'm not less than them, you know? They're not more leveled up than me or more like aesthetically pleasing than me because of that. We have to, I feel, get comfortable with being ourselves and liking what we like. It doesn't always have to be what the masses really love, you know? And that doesn't define you or say that you're not on their level because you don't like something that's super, super popular. Yeah, aesthetically wise, I feel like when we're talking physical, it's not just about what you look like, it's what your surroundings looks like. It's about what you want to be around, what aesthetics make you feel the best. And I feel like that's the most important thing to think about when you're talking about leveling up your aesthetic. This is your house. This is your person, you know, your body, your clothing, your makeup, your nails, your scent, your colors. What are your signature colors? What's your color palette as far as decor, as far as clothing, as far as mothers, your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can create your own aesthetic. Now, kids can eventually create their own aesthetic in their own lives, but right now, if you under, you know, I say 15, my aesthetic goes for you too. And when I'm talking about kids aesthetic, I'm talking about like the kind of clothes you buy them, what you have them looking like, because they are a representation of you. That's what I mean. It's really just a vibe. It's not only a vibe that you want to send out to others, but it's a vibe that you want to have about yourself. What makes you feel the best. And I feel like whatever your definition of that is, that's how leveling up will look for you. Excuse me, y'all. I might zoom out a little bit so y'all can see a little bit more of the ponytail. Because the puff is puffing today. So I'll give my example of like my physical aesthetic. If you watch my vlogs, you know that I'm a very neutral girl. I like the neutral colors, classic colors, whites, nudes, browns, blacks. I feel like that is my vibe and that is my aesthetic. I am not a stranger to color though. Like, I will wear color, but it has to be a certain vibe, you know? It still has to be very mature, chic, sophisticated type of vibe. That's what I like. I feel like less is more when it comes to my wardrobe. And I'm starting to feel the same way about my makeup as well. And 2-3 years ago, that was not who I was, you know? And now it's my definition of leveling up, more of a classic type of chic, sophisticated vibe. I've been working on developing and figuring out what my signature scent is. That has helped me, I believe, to level up as well. And I'm gonna take a smidge of chestnut in the soft matte too, y'all, and use that to brighten a little bit. So for me, that's my aesthetic. I like my house to look like that as well. The more neutral colors. When I decorated my home was definitely a different style than I have now. But it doesn't make sense for me to totally redecorate my house right now because I'm about to move to Atlanta. You are constantly changing and moving. What my home is looking like right now, for me, a year or two ago, was moving towards the direction of who I wanted to be, how I wanted my home to look. But now I've gone even further than that in my own definition. So I want something different. I feel like my next home is going to be a reflection of me and where I am now. This home is a reflection of where I was a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. But things will just continue to change with us. And that's why I said you're not always gonna just be, you're not just gonna get there one day and be like, well, this is it. I have this, I have that, I do this, I do that. I'm that girl, you know what I'm saying? That's it, no more work needed. Because you're always gonna be changing. Your mind's gonna change about things, what you prefer is gonna change, your taste. You're always gonna be working on yourself. Like when I first started decorating my home, I wanted gold, everything, all my accessories, all of my hardware. It was overkill. Now I realize that, you know, then I would never put any wood in my house, but now I'm like, I need some wood accents all up and through. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say you change, and it's a constant effort to make sure that your surroundings are making you feel the best that they possibly can. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this concealer, y'all, because apparently I'm just gonna keep piling on the layers if I keep talking. So just give me a second. So yeah, I did say that this is not about money. Yes, eventually once you do have some money, you can use that to level up, get more expensive things, more quality items, or you know, that type of thing. But you can level up physically without having a lot of money. You just gotta know how to choose items. First of all, you gotta have your own definition of what this wanna look like, what this gonna look like for you first. And then you just be more intentional about the things that you buy, about the things that you wear, about how your home looks, how you keep up your physical things in life, the kind of photos you post. You just have to be very intentional, I feel, when it comes to leveling up. And for me, that brings up another thing that I feel like is a misconception when it comes to leveling up or becoming, you know, that girl or that it girl or whatever. While entrepreneurship or working for yourself or starting businesses is an amazing accomplishment, but that is not the only way to be leveled up in life either. Like, what was that quote that J. Cole said? Don't let social media fool you. Women with natural bodies, regular jobs, are still out here winning too. And that is so true. And I don't want you guys to lose sight of that or feel like, you know, you have to start your own business in order to level up your life, or you have to make a certain amount of money, like we were talking about, to level up your life. Any of these things that are associated with leveling up, you don't have to have that in order to level up your life. The mat is giving. I'm loving this face. So those ladies that are, you know, working your 9-to-5s, you don't have thousands and thousands of dollars in the bank, you don't have your own business, you're clocking in, that don't got nothing to do with leveling up. If you are stable, if you are taking care of yours, you are living a good lifestyle for you, your children, your family, you're Gucci. Like, to me, that is a level up. It depends on your own mindset and what you see for yourself. Now, by all means, if you feel like leveling up for you is starting your own business, then by all means, work towards that. You know, put your work in. But for those of us who don't have that and are not aspiring to that, that does not mean there's anything wrong. And I just want to throw that in there. Leveling up also has to do with falling more in love with you and who you are, and not allowing, since we talked about it, you know, other people's preferences take over your opinions. It's okay to like what you like. It's okay to have the vibe that you have if it's like not like other people. Like, all of my friends love to listen to hip hop music. I'm not a hip hop girl. I am a R&B girl. And for a while, you know, I was trying to, you know, listen to that music, get into it because my friends were into it, or it's the cool thing to do, or I want to be the only one in the club, years ago, that don't know the songs or whatever. But now part of my leveling up journey is falling into what I like. You know, I love R&B music. I love more of a chill vibe, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I feel like another part of leveling up has to do with like your mental and your emotional self. And this is all about your mindset and kind of controlling your mind so that you can actually make the changes that you want to make. Mindset wise, I would say leveling up is having a higher level of maturity, being less immature, being more optimistic, being more positive about your life situations. That for me personally, I feel like that's leveling up. I feel like that should be leveling up for everybody, but you know, that's just my opinion. But when we are talking about leveling up, I feel like it is all about making sure that everything is in alignment, and that includes your mental health, making sure you're okay, making sure you're taking care of yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. It's about finding healing and seeking out healing in the issues that you've had in your life, or forgiving people even if they haven't said sorry. That's the kind of baggage that we carry with ourselves, and I feel like if we don't do the work to make sure that that is better, there's only so far we can go when it comes to leveling up our mental and our attitudes, because your attitude and how you feel about things, it comes off as a vibe. You know what I'm saying? As far as who you are, how you come across to people, your attitude, the moods you're in. I feel like it's so important. But when it comes to mentally, I feel like it's also about mastering your mind to actually make the changes that you want to make. So think about, how does the best version of you think? How does she think? How does she spend her day? What does that look like? And the way she spends her day, how does that affect the mental of the best version of you? Like, who are you because you do this with your day? You know what I'm saying? Don't just do it just because you want to be like someone else, or because it looks chic or it looks like the thing to do. How is that going to benefit you? And how is that going to further make you into the person that you want to be? And for me, I need to give myself that reinforcement when I am saying I'm going to get up every day at 5:30, 6 o'clock to work out. Like, why am I doing this? You know, do I really want to lose weight? Do I want to do it because of health reasons? Like, what is your real reason? Because I feel like, or from experience, I feel like when we have a good reason, a reason that actually matters to us and makes a difference in our lives, it's so much easier to actually achieve said thing. These are intentional conversations that you can have with yourself to figure that out. And once you realize what are your reasons for doing those things, then you have to conquer your mental so that you can actually get up and do them. Because girl, let me tell you something. I personally find it very hard to be a morning person because I'm not a morning person. But I do notice that when I am getting up and doing things in the morning, my day goes smoother. I'm more productive. I get more done. I'm in a better mood. And that's the Maya that I want to be. I want to be in a better mood, you know? I want to enjoy that. So it gives me more of a push to challenge my mental to go ahead and make sure that I'm doing that. I feel like it's a mental thing when it comes to our routines. Having an evening routine, a morning routine, a workout routine, a self-care routine, a skincare routine. All of these things can be conquered by our mental, I believe. Just making sure that we are focusing on the actual goal, you know, or the reason behind it can really give you that boost that you need. And these are the types of things that I think about when I am on my solo date. And this is the lip bar palette, but I'll just turn on some music. I will maybe be on my phone. I might bring a notepad or something like that. And when I'm on my solo dates, I'll think about these kind of things. How can I improve as a woman? How can I improve my aesthetic physically? And of course, me, I'm a YouTuber, so my aesthetic also goes for like my channel and the colors of my channel and the backgrounds and all of that types of stuff. What can I do to improve myself in all these levels that actually matter to me? Who do I need to forgive? What am I holding on to? What baggage am I holding on to that's going to affect me in my daily life, in my relationship eventually? Like, what healing do I need to do? And do I need to be intentional about tackling within myself? And then I also, me personally, will ask God, you know, to show me the things that I'm unable to see that I do need to do to help my transition or my leveling up. But it does take daily effort. We attract the type of energy that we have. Like, what you put out is what you attract. That's not just about dudes, you know, attracting a man or whatever. That is true too, though. That is true too. But you attract the energy that you put out. So if you're putting out positive energy, feminine energy, healed energy, a chic or classy aesthetic, that is what you are going to attract in friends, in men, in opportunities. For me, it's for sure a mindset. It's all about daily making sure that you are making that effort. So I'm gonna go ahead and change my top and we are going to actually decide on what lip we gonna do. So I'm deciding if I wanna go deeper burgundy or if I wanna do like the deeper purple, and I'm thinking purple is the one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on because I think this is gonna give us the vibe that we want, a nice bold lip with everything nice and neutral. Yeah, I love this, especially for like fall and winter. It's giving. So at the last minute, I decided to change the lip color to red because I just feel like red was just gonna give more, especially with the topic we was talking about today, just that leveling up type of vibe, you know. I feel like the matte red, like we couldn't go wrong. It's also giving kind of a deep orange type of vibe too, and I ain't mad at it. I think it's beautiful for this season. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see the whole vibe, sis, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, my loves, so that wraps it up for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the conversation as well. So, you know, if you have any little 2 cents that you want to put into the comment section, let's go ahead and talk about the journeys that we might be on, that you might want to get on, or just what your opinion is. Thank you again to Revlon for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget that I do have links for the new Color Stay Matte Light crayons in the description box so that you guys can check them out. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.